Listen, you know, when you really start to follow God and you coming up out of yourself, it's a big adjustment because God be telling you to do stuff that really makes no logical sense in your mind. And I remember about a decade ago, God spoke to me in my shower. I'm taking my shower, whatever the case may be, and God's like, go make peace. And I'm like, make peace. I never started this war. So why would I be going to make peace with somebody that I didn't never do nothing to? Like in my mind, I know I did nothing to this person. They got issues on their own. That's beyond me. You had issues before you met me. This is your situation. You got a jealousy issue. That has nothing to do with me. So God's like, go make peace. Cool. My life already jacked up. I ain't got too much room to be, making calls and calling shots. So I, grabbed the keys and I'm like, I'm about to go over here and do whatever. I'm going to go make peace. Send a text, hey, where are you? I need to go deliver something to you. Okay, now we in this situation. I go make peace, and it seems like less than a week later, this person gets devilish and hellish on a 10.0 type Richter scale. This is crazy because Lord, you just told me to make peace, and all of this just spiraled. It got worse than it was before. And this is why I come as a true testament to you a decade later to let you know, follow God and not your emotions, because a lot of people deal with God the way that they deal with people. If somebody tell you something and you don't understand it, you're like, I'm not doing it. It is what it is, and that's pride. And Satan is the father of all the prideful. And this is what we got to come into understanding. When God tells you to go make peace about a situation, oftentimes he knows people are going to end up in pieces. And I got you in a position where I'm going to bless you abundantly. And I need you to make sure that my hands are clear and your hands are clear when I go to bless you, okay? I don't need any of that in your heart. I need to uproot anything, any form of pride, anything that you feel like it's dignity, but it's actually pride. I gotta strip you of all of that. So when you're in that season with God, it's gonna feel like you're stripped of everything. I'm like, I already lost the car. I already lost where I've been. I'm not losing that sense of dignity I had. And God's like, you're identifying that as dignity, but it's actually pride. And I need to take that from you to replace that with a better spirit. Are you willing to take that on? And you don't hear that. As all of this is taking place, you're just step by step going and following God, almost like with this blind faith, because you don't know where it's going to end up at. But I encourage you, sometimes you're in a season and God is really pruning you, and that stuff does not feel good. And this is where people begin to stray away from God, when they strip away from God, like, yo, I was better doing what I was doing because I ain't had niggas testing me the way they tested me. Now that I say I'm trying to get my life right, I understand that. But let this thing flip and let you fast forward a couple of years, and you're really going to understand God is taking you on a journey where you are bound to win. And some people like to win. I'm one of those people. I do like to win. I don't like to be losing and doing stuff frivolously in life. So if you're going to live this life, it's best to live life on purpose. It's best to live life on purpose and not in pride. Okay? Because you got a lot of people, got to tell them, don't touch this, don't touch that. And they do it anyway. And some people touch things just to touch you in the realm of the spirit, and they end up miserable. God knows how much people are driven by you, driven by the things that he's put inside of you naturally. And God's like, if I can just harness this, if I can get you on this straight and narrow road, you don't understand the wealth that I'm about to bring into you. And sometimes you be looking for things to work out in one situation, and God's like, I'm about to flip this all the way around. No, you think you want peace here? You need peace in your family dynamic. You need peace in your career. You need peace in the prosperity that I'm about to bring to you. So at the end of the day, when God is speaking to you, and sometimes it's feeling like it's going to strip you, it feels like you don't understand, God, why are you telling me to do something with these people when I view them this way? But God has a real understanding of what you don't have. You seeing this thing partially, and he has a full understanding of what this is going to come out to be. I couldn't imagine my life a decade ago where it is today. So thank God for obedience. And I encourage each of you, as God begins to speak to you, as he ministers to you to do things, God, let me be obedient to you. God, let me follow your path, even when this don't make sense, because especially when you coming over and you're shedding off certain things that you would naturally keep with you as an armor. He's like, I got you protected in ways you could never protect yourself. So listen, as God is telling you, go make peace. Make that peace. Do what it is that you have to do. And that's not in every situation. Understand that making peace doesn't mean that you have to constantly be in communion with people. Love you much.